Hi, dear friends, masters, and gods. A very good evening to you all. Mahavatar TV warmly welcomes you to the 21 days free holistic wellness program, batch 22, day 20. So, before commencing the session, I would like to say pranams to you all and to our Guruji Rangana sir, our Grandmaster Maharshi Patriji, our great Grandmaster Mahavatar Babaji, and to all the great Grandmasters and to viewers. So, it is my honor to welcome you all to the day 2 of our spiritual journey. We have the privilege of learning from Anupam Meru, whose spiritual insights on autobiography of Yogi beautifully reflects the essence of Paramsa Yoga and the teachings. So we welcome you, madam, with deep gratitude. Over to you, madam.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. And I also bow against in front of divine and all of you. Welcome all of you to the session, masters. Pranam to everybody. All those who are here, it's just a blessing that we are here together today because we are the chosen ones. It's a journey we are coming to know from this study of autobiography of Yogi, that how is the journey of a spiritual being who comes on this earth. So through this um, Swadhyay, we will understand that how Yogananda ji is teaching us that everybody's journey is different for now, and everybody who's on the spiritual path will have ups and downs too, as he too had in his life. So this is a beautiful journey, and uh, we came to know about his childhood when he was just infant, and then how he grew up, and how little things he started observing in himself. So observing means that was already there in him. He just they one petal was opening up when he was growing up, and that is what he has shared with us in this book. And I feel so blessed to become this medium, the madhyam, to take this teaching to all of you, and pray to Guruji that in my voice, his voice be there, and his words be there, and his love touches all of you. So we'll start with that, masters. Very good evening, very good morning, and very good afternoon, as per your places where you are. Divine evening to all, as per me, who I am here in India. So, masters, we'll start with a small meditation connecting to the energies of the gurus and energy of the divine, raising our consciousness so that we are able to connect ourselves within ourselves and related that how each one of you are blooming up. How the petals in your life are opening up through this study. You can just feel that connection and see your spiritual journey. Sometimes we complain about very too many things, that okay, some hardships have come, something has up, but this book teaches us that everything is just for us to bloom. Everything that happens in our life is planned by us to bloom. We bloom, and especially those who are on the spiritual path, or they who want to be on the spiritual path. So with this, masters, I request all of you to take your asana. You can all sit in the comfortable position, cross legs. If you're sitting on the floor, you can cross your legs in the lotus position, or whatever way you feel comfortable. Take a blanket or any cushion where you can sit upon. If your legs are hanging down, you can cross your ankles over ankles, just like that. So the energy between from our feet, as per Anapanasati meditation, which Brahmrishi Pitama Patriji has taught us, this is the first lock we will put it when we are sitting for meditation, and this uh, preserves our 10% in cosmic energy which we are taking while we are meditating. So otherwise, what happens is if you are opening the legs, it says that the energy goes to the ground. Grounding happens. So just to take this energy in our body, it is necessary that we put 3 locks. The first one is the lock for our feet, and the other one is clasp your fingers. Before that, if anybody is wearing any specs or something, you just put it down, because the mind goes there while meditating. If it is slipping off, or it may cause damage to it. So clasp your fingers. After that, put your palms upwards and place them gently, very gently, joyfully on your lap. Gently, we'll close our eyes with deep gratitude to our eyes and with lots of love to our eyes, because eyes are the ones, they are the sense organs which help us to see the world. Through them, we are able to experience all the other senses in our body. Keep your body straight, spine straight, and body, do not stress it. Just release all the stress. Keep it light. Bring the calmness to yourself by taking 3 deep breaths. We'll inhale through our nose, deep inhalation through our nose, and then release through our mouth. Exhaling through our mouth slowly, gently, just as if we are blowing the candle. And as you blow the candle out, as you blow out all your stress out, tell yourself mentally, relax, relax, shanti, shanti, shanti. And as you do it 3 times, you'll feel that all the worries, everything that you are taking just now on your head, worrying about your past, worrying about your future, everything, that all will go away and you become very calm and be ready for the session. So let's begin, masters. Inhale through your nostril. Deep inhalation. Hold it for 4 counts. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And blow it out from your exhale through your mouth as if you're blowing the candle. Slowly as you take, you feel more relaxed. We'll inhale again once more. Deep inhalation through your nostrils, through your nose. Feeling the breath inside calming you down. Cool, gentle breath. Hold it, and then blow it out from your mouth. Relax, 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 relax. The mind is relaxed. Your body is also feeling relaxed. See your body from toe to up, toe, calf muscles, knees, your thighs, your hips, your stomach, your intestine, lower, upper, your back, lower back, upper back, your kidneys, your lungs, your heart, liver, everything relaxed. Shoulder relaxed, arms relaxed. Your neck is relaxed, throat is relaxed. Your face completely relaxed. If you are just stressing it anywhere, just release it by shaking your body that place. See, your forehead is calm without any lines, without any stress. Stomach is relaxed completely. You're not tightening it. Completely relaxed. And we'll take one more inhalation, deep inhalation through the nose. Deep, deep, deep. Hold it, 4 counts. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And exhale through your mouth all anything which is still stressing you out. Just coming to the present. No more thinking about past. No more thinking and worrying about future. Just in the present. Just in this moment where you have your precious time taken out for yourself. Feel light. Feel comfortable. And then bring your attention to your breath. Before that, if still too many thoughts are coming, just see each thought, analyze it, and if anything, you find that just it has come, you have not called for it. Those are things which are bothering you, all those thoughts, your emotions. Wash them out. And anything which is not required anymore, you have learned your lessons, send them to light, divine light. Release it and say that I have learned my lessons. Thank you. Thank you for being there. But now you can go towards the light from where each one of us come, from you, where you have come. Send those thoughts, send those emotions towards the divine light. And as you do that, you will see amazingly you are zeroizing all your thoughts, your emotions, and connecting only to your present moment. Slowly bring your attention towards your breath. Each breath, which is divine, which is the Guru for us, who's our best friend, who's been there before even we were born on this earth in the mother's womb. It started, it holded our hands there, and it will be there till we are in this body. The beautiful, most sincere friend of ours. Keep seeing each breath. As you see it, you find, make yourself very, very small, tiny, and sit on your nose with your thought. Mentally, you sit on your nose and start watching every breath as it comes in. A breath is coming through your nose. You are feeling it, feeling the coolness, the gentleness of the breath. And as it is going down through your nostrils, through the inhalation, a divine energy, cosmic energy, the prana urja is coming inside, going slowly down through your throat, through your heart, through your lungs, reaching the stomach to your navel. You can see how it is rising, how the stomach rises when you inhale. And then there is a small pause where there is nothing, no inhalation, no exhalation. A very tiny, a very small pause, a second, microsecond pause, and then the breath is raising, going out, taking all your tensions, worries, everything that you want to extract from your body is going out with this exhalation, raising high, high, high from your lungs, chest to your throat, coming to the nostrils and out. You can see the warmth of it going out. And again, a fresh breath comes in to your nostril, touches your nose, goes inside, deep inside, is coming down, down, down. You can feel the coolness of this inhalated breath, full of prana urja, giving you energy. As it comes, your energy grows, connecting to you, to yourself. It connects you to yourself. And then it goes up, start rising up, start rising up, becoming warm, taking all the toxins along with it, going up, reaching your liver, lungs, heart, throat, and then out from your nose again. Again, a new breath comes in, and this cycle goes on. Keep watching it. Drishtabhav, that is what it is. We keep watching it. Become the witness to each of your breath. Each breath is a divine guru, the Krishna. Connecting to your higher self. As it goes inside, go along with it. Start going along with it. Hold the hands, do not leave the hand of your breath. Continue watching each and every breath of yours. As it goes in, you can feel the gentleness, the coolness of the breath reaching to your stomach. The stomach rises. There's a pause, a very microsecond pause where nothing is there. No inhalation, no exhalation. And then the breath starts rising, rising upwards. Then, with each breath, you are changing. You're becoming more calm. Your vibrations are becoming beautiful. Keep watching every breath. Become witness, sakshi of every breath that is coming and going out. Gentler, softer, calmer. Feel the divinity within you. Observe that you are divine. The power. Keep going inside. Your breath is becoming smaller and smaller. Your heartbeat is getting very, very gentle. And as you go inside, you're becoming shunya. You're becoming nothing. Just the peace, just the love. Once again, masters, just keep watching. Become calm. Do not leave your breath. Just keep watching your breath. Now you're feeling more comfortable. Just keep like going inside, more deeper. Your true self is now opening itself to you. You're able to see the light of yours, the divine light within your own heart. Your aura is expanding. Your vibrations are more calmer and divine. There's nothing, there's nothing but you as an energy. Feel the peace within. And in this state of mind, we invite the energies of our Parampita Parmeshwar Jagannatha, thanking them to bring us on this path, guiding us all the way through various masters, helping us to tread this path. In every situation, we keep moving. We bow to you, Parampita Parmeshwar Jagannatha, Hey Krishna, into your lotus feet, inviting the energies of our Gurus, Mahavatar Babaji, and the Param Guru Mandali, Lahari Mahashaji, Swami Shri Yukteswarji, Gurudev Paramahansa Yogananji, and all the divine Gurus, all the saints from various religions, and all those who in various forms have come in our life teaching us without knowing, unknowingly, knowingly. They teach us and we grow in our path. We connect to our path, thanking them all with deep, 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 deep gratitude. Feel the power, the energies of grow in your heart. And we pray, dear Gurus, dear Divine, with aspiring heart and zealous mind, with flaming soul, I lay at thy feet of omnipresence all the flowers of my devotion. Please accept. On this journey, as we use our brains, our willpower, every act we do, guide us, guide us, guide us to the right path, the divine path. Thank you. And with this, slowly start coming back, masters. Slowly and gently start coming back. And as we come back, our heart is filled up with gratitude to Brahma Rishi Pitama Patriji, who has shown us this path of spirituality, who has taught us this meditation of Anapanasati Dhyan, the most simplest meditation. Sajjan Sanghatya and Swadhyaya, to know ourselves and to know through various saints in their journey about their journey. Thank you, Pitama Patriji. Gratitude, gratitude to you. Slowly, masters, feel your breath once again. See your heart again, the pulse of it, the vibrations in your body, how the heartbeat is going. Once again, now they are calmer, gentler. You are calm, your vibrations you watch. What has changed within you? Start, just shake your legs and come to the full attention of your body. Unclasp your hand and bring them to Namaskar Mudra, masters. Gently rub your hands and lay your palms on your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Take this energy, which is divine energy, cosmic energy, in your hands, deep inside your eyes. Do not open your eyes. Rub your hands on your face, your neck. Place them on your heart. See your heart full of love, divine love. With a thought, you can just spread it everywhere in your family, in your surroundings, to everybody you know or you do not know on this earth, entire Prakriti, entire Brahman. I spread it to everybody. I feel the oneness in my heart. With that, can put your palms on your eyes and gently open your eyes inside the palm. Thank you so much, masters. Love yourself, hug yourself, and thank yourself, and thank everybody who is there in this group energy. Thank you. So Divine did not want the music to be on today. It didn't happen. So let's start the journey to understand autobiography. Through autobiography of Yogi, the journey of Paramhansa Yogananji, and what he's teaching us, masters. So through that, we understand our journey. So let us really, really feel that connection, connection with the Paramahansa Yogananji's energy, whose name was Mukund, as we came to know in the first chapter in our last session on Monday. So here the next chapter, he talks about that, about his mother and about amulet, a taviz, which he got it from his mother. So we understood in the first chapter the two major things that there is a words are energy, and every word is energy, and also our thought, our prayers are also power. They are powerhouses. How with great willpower, how we can make things happen in our life. Everything is possible. That is what he, through the kite example, how the kites came to him, the two kites which he prayed about for, and he was just 8 years around that, and his sister Uma was along with him, and how in playfulness, they just tells each other that, I can make it happen. So that was the vow that he made, and it happened through his prayers that the kites came. Suddenly, the wind blew towards its side, and the kites came to their balcony, and he was able to get. And Uma was so surprised, making it impossible possible, that one by one, two kites came to the balcony, and cacti became one of the medium to for him to take those kites. And then there was an example about how he had on through his power of words, we saw that there, on the arm, how he had this wound which came up, and then he said that that will become double on the Uma's hand, his sister, and another time he was just applying the balm his sister was applying, and he said even he will get it, and next day he also gets it. So the next, now we move on to the next one, where he is telling that his mother was very, very busy. So mother is in Calcutta, and they are her father and Mukund, the child, the child Yogananji, whose name was Mukund. So he, along with his father, they were in Bareilly, a place in North India. And mother who was in Calcutta, was preparing for his elder brother's marriage. So elder brother's name is Ananta, and she's very, very happy, joyfully doing all the preparations, inviting many, many people. And that's when she's feeling, the thought in Indian sentiments is that the continuity of the family will be with the elder son. So elder son is Ananta, and she's looking forward for this marriage and making it divine and very large preparations, because the mother also, as we understood in the first chapter, she is very spiritual, and Lahari Masheji had given them Kriya Diksha, and we understood how they got the Diksha. So this was happening, and all these preparation are going on in Calcutta. Father and Mukund, the young 8 year, that time when Ananta, his brother, was getting married, it is said that he was around 11 years old. So that time they were in Bareilly, and one night, what happens is, all of a sudden, one night, a mosquito comes and starts singing in his eyes, Mukund's ears, and he sees that, a vision comes to him while he was lying down, and he says that this ceremony they were planning to go, that they were having, also father and Mukund were very, very in high spirits that, okay, they will also join the family. But that time, all of a sudden, when he was sleeping, when this vision comes to him, he says that a flash of light comes in, and he says that a whisper says in his eyes that, come fast to Calcutta, take the next train and come. And this is his mother's voice. And he says while he says, he awakens his father, and the voice says that, awaken your father. And this was just a whisper, the mother's whisper he can hear, that mother is telling, who was in Calcutta, this is all he is having a vision while he is dreaming. Then mother is telling, awaken your father and take the next available train at 4 o'clock, which will be there. This very clear message, and rush to Calcutta, because otherwise, if you're not coming, you will see me vanished. So then, when he, all of a sudden, with this vision, he opens his eyes and start awakening his father, who was lying just beside him, and says that, that this is the dream I have seen, this is the vision I have seen, and he starts sobbing. He starts sobbing, and his tone, where he is telling his father, was also very, very, in the sobbed manner. He could see that fatal tiding of his mother. But father, who always with him, by nature, was that he always did not agree in the first time, and second, third time it used to take for him to agree about anything. So that day also he feels that this was a hallucination which is happening to you. This was his characteristics. Okay, so he says that, no, this is just a hallucination. You just sleep. Nothing has happened to your mother. She's all fine, and we'll see tomorrow. Next morning, when they wake up, there is a telegram which comes in. And he says that mother dangerously ill, marriage postponed, come at once. So marriage, all the preparations which were there, all were postponed all of a sudden because of the mother's illness. When this happens, then the young Mukund says that, Father, if you're not coming, I will never, ever forgive you if you're not starting now. Because the father feels that this is a hallucination which was happening. And now when the telegram comes, he also becomes serious and they take the next train and then go to Calcutta. Since he was in railways, he could, it was easy for them for just to take any train which was ever available because they have a pass. So they both take the train and reaches the Calcutta. But when he goes there, he sees that mother had already passed away. So Mukund, he feels shattered that time. So, that time, as we understand from this, that he was just 11 years old, very, very child, he's just growing up child. So you can all imagine, when we look back, sometimes we have a habit of telling that, oh, this happened in my life when I was small child, this happened. But all those things strengthen our path. They are meant for us to grow in spirituality. And that exactly happened to Mukund, who was in that growing age. And this was the sudden thing which happened where his mother passed away. So with this storming, all this, he felt shattered. And this, he was not able to reconcile with this loss. He was not able to accept it, all this. And one time, after a few years, what happened is that when he started, he wanted to see his mother, he wanted to connect with her, and always felt that how, even in the divinity, wherever she is gone, he should be able to connect with him. So he started meditating, and while he was meditating one day, he saw that Divine Mother appeared to him. Divine Mother, Jagan Mata, appeared to him, and she says to him that all this while, in the form of your mother, I was watching over thee. It is I who have watched over thee, life after life. From your so many lives, I have been there as your mother. In various forms, I have come. I have been watching over thee. In the tenderness of many mothers, I have come. And she says, see my gaze, the two black eyes, the lost beautiful eyes thou seekest. She says, you look in my eyes, which you're seeking, those are my eyes. You see in my eyes, the lost beautiful eyes are my eyes. So I have been watching over you. I have never left you. I have been there with you life after life. This was very calming to him, very, very calming. And from that day, he started seeking Jagannatha in his life. Every time, there are many incidences, we will discuss that later, which comes that how he started seeking Jagannatha, the Divine Mother in his life from this incidence, and he always felt the presence of his own mother in her eyes. So after sometimes when they return back, all the ceremony gets over of his mother, and this is the little incidents which I have told you about Jagannatha, the Divine Mother who appeared, was after some years, but he is telling it in between that, okay, how I came out of that grief and how I started reconciling with myself over the loss of my mother, knowing that Jagannatha has always been my mother. So when after all the ceremonies happens in Bareilly, they come back to in Calcutta. They come to back to Bareilly where his father was posted, a place in North India where he grew up, and now the ashram is also getting built up. So there was a tree where they had this house which was given by the railways. A parijat tree, a shioli tree was there, and he always connected himself to that tree. Whenever he felt low, whenever he felt like talking to someone, he used to go to that shioli tree, the parijat tree, and sit in the shade of that tree, connecting himself to that tree and, talking, feeling oneness, as if, he's holding and holding his mother's hand. He's hugging his mother. That is how he felt with the shioli tree, the parijat tree, which was there. And then, if his tears are rolling there, he used to sit under that tree, just cry. So he says, I often observed a strange, otherworldly light emerging from the dawn. Intense pang of longing for God assailed me. I felt powerfully drawn to the Himalayas. So while he was used to sit under this tree, he used to feel that something is there which is calling him to Himalayas. He always his heart felt that there is a light, bright light, which is coming, emerging from early morning, and from that, a different light used to come, and he felt like calling, a calling from the God, which was telling him to come to Himalayas. So one day, he says that he felt like running away. So there was his cousin who used to stay there, and he used to travel to Himalayas only, and he used to come and tell the tales of this Himalayan mountains, about yogis and swamis he met while there. So this made him more encouraged. This is also a divine plan. There is a cousin who's already connected to the holy hills, the Himalayas, who used to go very often to the mountain, come and tell the stories of yogis and swamis. And as a small boy who's growing up, just maybe, in his teens now, early teens, 13, 14 years he would have been. And there he's listening to all these stories and getting more encouraged. So he felt like running away one day. So there was a landlord whose house they were staying, so the landlord's son was Dwarika Prasad. So he talks to Dwarika Prasad, and he says that he reveals his plans to him and says that uh, let us run away to Himalayas. And very impractical, because they're very small boys. Now, the very impractical scheme those two boys makes. And Anantha, who's the elder brother, is always watching him, that as a very, fatherly figure in his life, because always, if you know the Indian families, the elder brother is like a father figure. So Anantha also always was a father figure, like in his life. So he says, whenever I want to run away, Anantha, my brother, would not like me to run. And when he heard these plans, both the boys talking to each other, he started making fun and said, where is your orange robe? Where is your, saffron color robe? And you can't be Swami without that. He started telling. And this gave an, idea to Yogananji, saying that, yes, he started feeling from his past life, all the memories, that, yes, that is exactly what I want. I want to wear that saffron robe and become a Swami, which was not a thought before. But indirectly, Ananta, while talking, this thought emerged to him. So one day, what happens is these boys run away to Nainital, which is another foothill in near the Himalayas and very near to Bareilly town. Like 4 hours journey, you can reach there to the foothill of Himalayas. This town is there, Nainital. So they went and they ran away, but they were forced to come back to Bareilly by Ananta, and he started weeping. He starts sitting under that Shioli tree and weeps that he was not able to stay there. He had to come back immediately. But every time this all was happening, his urge to go to Himalayas and to learn about spirituality grew more and more in his heart every time he was looking for. So after what happens is, after some incidents of this, 14 months later, after the mother's passing, he says that I learned that she had left for me a momentous message. So he came to know from someone in the family only, maybe his father or someone, that there is a message which his mother has left for him, because he didn't see his mother. The mother had already passed by the time they reached Calcutta. So when they reached there, so mother would have written a message for him, and he said that there is something that I wanted to do. So she had given that message to Ananta, because he was present that time near the deathbed of his mother, and he recorded all the words whatever mother had said. So he was the only one who knew what mother exactly wanted and what she had for Mukunda in her heart. So one day what happens is that now Mukund is married, and he goes. Earlier they were all staying in Bareilly together, but once he got married after mother had passed, so he goes and marry the girl and start living in Calcutta. So Mukund, one day his inner, maybe the mother would, that urge started coming to Ananta, that I have not told Mukund till now. 14 months have passed. I have not told what mother has told me to tell Mukund. So he says, he tells Mukund that he comes to Bareilly and he start talking about it. He says, Mukund, I have been reluctant to give you strange tidings about what mother wanted to tell you. and his no was like he doesn't want to tell, but he had to tell. It was like that because he had feared that his brother will again go leave the home and go to Himalayas. So because of that, he was not telling. Out of the love and compassion towards the younger brother, Ananta did not want to tell. But he says that, um, since the time you have been going to Himalayas, the first time when he went to Nainital, he says that since then I had taken the resolve that I do not want to tell you, but now I have taken a resolve that I must not further postpone this message and tell you. He says, my brother, he handed a small box to him, and he says that the mother had delivered a message, a letter was there in that box. So he gives that, and Ananta reads that Mukund, the young Mukund, the young Yogananji, he reads that letter which mother had given, and the letter is so profound. That was the first thing which made him towards a spiritual journey, just a fire bringing to his mind. Say the letter said that let these words be my final blessings. So mother is telling in the letter that let these words be my final blessings, my beloved son Mukunda. And the R is here when I must relate a number of phenomenal events following your birth. So mother was already spiritual, and what happened that before even Mukund was born, she had a prayer that this child which is going to come to me should be divine. She had that prayer in her heart. She says that there are a lot of events, phenomenal events, which happened following your birth. And I first knew your destined path when you were but a baby in my arms. She was just carrying him in her arms, and she came to know about the divine plan which divine had for this little Mukunda. Said, I carried you then to the home of a guru in Banaras. Banaras is again a place in India, in North India. I think most of you would be knowing. So almost, she says that almost hidden behind a throng of disciples, I could barely see Lahari Mashe. She had gone to Banaras to visit Lahari Mashe, her guru. We came to know, right, in the last session, that how Lahari Mashe initiated them to Kriya Yoga, both husband and wife. So she said, I went to Manaras to see my guru Lahari Mashe, and while I patted you, Yogananda was on her lap, little Mukunda, and says, I was patting you on my lap, and she says, I have been. So when I was petting you on my lap, I was praying that the great Guru Lahari Mashe take a notice of you and bestow his blessings. In her heart, she felt that somehow Lahari Mashe should see my little son on my lap and give his blessings, bestow his blessings to him. So as a silent devotional demand, Lahari Mashe observed that, and he could feel the mother's prayer, and she said that he was sitting quite far, but she bowed to his sacred feet. And then Lahari Mashe said that my master seated you on his lap. He took Mukund, Lahari Mashe took Mukund from her lap to his lap and placed his hand on the forehead of Mukunda, little Mukunda, spiritually baptizing, as if, he is giving the Diksha to the little Mukunda that time. He laid his hand on his head as if, he is giving Diksha to the little Mukunda, and he says that little mother, Lahari Mashe says to the mother of Mukunda, says that little mother, thy son will be yogi. As a spiritual engine, he will carry many souls to God's kingdom. And he predicted that. And mother from that time knew that my son is going to be a yogi, but she never told anybody. Said that when mother says that when Lahari Mashe said that to me, my heart leaped with joy. And she felt as if all her prayers have come true. All the prayers which she has been making before even Mukund came in her womb, she made those prayers. She said that I felt my prayers are granted by the omniscient Guru Lahari Mahashaji. And she says shortly before your birth, he told me that you would follow his path, Lahari Mahashaji's path, and become a sage. So later on, Mukund had a great vision of great light was known to me, to your sister Roma. Roma, another sister of Paramahansa Yogananji. So we came to know about Roma. Roma was another sister. She says, as from the next room, She said, we observed you motionless on the bed. He was lying motionless. Little Mukunda was lying motionless, Yogananji. And he said, but as he was lying on the bed, Yogananji, the little Mukund, his face was illuminated. And the both Roma and mother could see that how divine the face was looking of Yogananda, a very small baby who was lying on the bed. He said, your voice rang with the iron resolve as if you spoke to the going to Himalayas in quest of divine. Even a baby had that quest of going to Himalayas, and he was as if he's talking to divine and connected it to the divine, that I have that iron resolve that I want to come to the Himalayas. That was what mother felt when he was a small baby lying on the bed. So these things, he said, in these ways, dear son, I came to know that your road lies far from worldly ambitions. The most singular event, he says, is that confirmation of an event which now implies my deathbed mercy. He says that now I confirm that you are meant for that path. And then she reveals another incident in that letter, says that while they were in Lahore, after Bareilly, his father was transferred to Lahore, a place in Punjab, now in Pakistan. So he says that we were in Lahore, and my servant came running when a sadhu had come to our door, and he says that I want to see the mother of Mukunda. That sage did not say that I want to see so and so as a mother's name, but that sage said I want to see the mother of Mukunda, not any other child. So when these words stuck to, when servant told that, then mother felt that, it is these words were very different, because Mukunda was a small child, and somebody relating and calling like that. He says, I bowed at his feet, the sage who had come, and I understood that this man who has come is a true man of God. He has been sent by God. And then the sage who had come to their door says, uh, talks to her and says, Mother, the great master wish you to know that your stay on earth will not be long. And she knew that I'm going to go away now. She already knew before she left her body. And she said, your illness will, your next illness, you will get ill, and your next illness shall prove you to be your last 2-3 days. There will be silence, during which I felt no alarm, but only the vibration of the great peace. Finally, he addressed me again. She said that I did not feel, I did not had fear that I am going to go away. I have to vacate my body anymore. But I felt a sense of peace within me that, okay, now the call has come and I am going to go. So mother is telling like that in the letter, that when Sage told me, I felt peace. So she says, and so that sage had told him that you are a custodian of a silver amulet. You have already, as a astral body, you are a custodian of the silver amulet. So astrally, she had that silver amulet with her, and she says, "I will not give." He says that I will not give it to you today. The sage says, "I will not give it to you today, because it is a talisman and will materialize in your hand. So tomorrow when you will meditate, it will itself come and materialize in your hand to demonstrate the truth. If I give you now, you will feel that, I am just so and so and may not feel truth. But when you meditate, it will come in your hand automatically, divine energy, the talisman will come to your hand, that amulet." So she says that she was already on the deathbed, and said, you must, when you will be on your deathbed, when you will be on your last moment, he tells the mother, then you tell your eldest son to keep this amulet, that taviz, which you normally people wear on the upper arm, and they tie it on the upper arm. So like that, it was the amulet, the taviz. And it says that for 1 year, Ananta should keep with him, and after that, he should give it to Mukunda. So that is how, that happened, and Mukunda will understand the meaning. So when you will give it to Mukunda, when Ananda will give it to Mukunda, Mukunda will understand the meaning of talisman, and great divine masters will help him to know that. And he should receive it about the time he had already renounced his worldly. That time, by that time, he will be prepared that he has to renounce the world, and he has come for a divine act on this. He has taken this body, and he will understand all what is the purpose of this amulet, which is giving the tabiz, which he will get. So then he retains that, and after that, now he says that even if Ananta, who is there, he says that that saint had given him. So he hands over with all that to Mukunda, now telling all this, and he could read everything in the letter. So with a blaze of illumination, he says, came over me the possession of the amulet. All of a sudden, when Ananta gives his brother, younger brother Mukunda, that amulet, he says that I could feel the power of that in my hand. And many, many dormant memories which were there within me. As soon as I got that from my brother, that memories awakened. I could understand, I could recall all my birth as I received that. And that amulet had Sanskrit characters on this. There was some, shloka was written on that, kind of some mantra was there on that. She says that that talisman, that was a talisman wordings which were written there. And as he received it, his life started opening up towards the spirituality. And he says the further significance of that was that indeed one does not reveal fully the heart of an amulet. He says, I cannot reveal what all was there, but I can just tell you that that was the time where all the memories started unfolding. My lifetime, life after life, whichever I had, life from my previous birth time, I could all started opening up. And he says then after some time, he says that the talisman amulet disappears, which we will come to know later. He says that after the zeal which he had to go towards the Himalayas started getting stronger. And this amulet had given the wings to it. Now he wanted it to, the desire grew much, 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 much more in his heart. So that is how, the journey of the young Mukunda to become the Paramahansa Yogananda began. And that all did not happen. It happened in many things. How our divine masters, we say astral masters help us in this journey. And we could feel, we can relate yourself also that how in your journey there would have been so many incidences which you would have overlooked it, but they happened. And today we all are there on this journey because of those small incidences, which was nothing but divine helping us to come to the way which we had planned before our birth, because of what we are here. So unlocking all that realities in our life. Then there is I'll just take another 5 minutes to, just tell about a saint who had two bodies. So after, once what happened, this urge to go to Himalayas was there. But then master says that, Paramahansa Yogananji, the master, he says that once I was talking to my father, and he says that I promised, my father said that, okay, you keep, that urge which is there to inside you to go to the Himalayas. He says, I promised my father that I will return home. I will not, keep running to the Himalayas. He said, but I need one help. I need a promise from you, father, that I want to go and have a trip to Banaras. I want to, because he had heard so much about Lahari Mashaji. Now he had that urge to go and visit Lahari Mashaji's Samadhi, which is there in Banaras, because Lahari Mashaji, by then he had vacated his body. So he was in energy form anywhere. He was omnipresent, but he wanted to go and be in that energy which is there in his home in Banaras. So father agrees, and he says he permitted the little boy Mukunda, who was in his teens now, and he said that you can go and visit, go to the city and visit, pay this pilgrimage. And he arranges for the train pass, and he says that you can go. So one of his other friend goes with him, who accompanies Mukunda, and they go to Banaras. So the father, before he started, had given him a letter, two letters to him, and said that you go and he says that you will. I have a friend there, Kedarnath Babu. I wanted to meet. I myself wanted to go to Banaras and wanted to meet Kedar Babu, but I have no time right now, and I have his address is lost. So I will, direct you to Swami Prabhananji, who is also there in Banaras. And that Swami is my brother disciple. He is also a disciple of Lahari Mashaji like me, and he is my brother disciple, Swami Prabhananji. He will help you to visit, go and meet Kedarnath Babu, who I think will be having the address of him. So he handed over these letters, and then these two boys starts making their journey to Banaras. And that is where he reaches his residence of Swami Prabhanandji. Before even he can give that, one was the introduction letter about his father, Mukund's father had given to him about his introduction, that okay, he's so and so, my son, I am, and he will just tell you that okay, he will help you with this letter. So he says that before even I could hand over that introduction letter about myself to Swami Prabhanandji, as I opened the door, as if he was waiting for me, Swami Prabhanandji, he already knew that he is going to come, and he addresses him like Baba Anand. Baba is a small child addressing a small and child. So that is how he said, Baba Anand, welcome. He just welcomes, and he feels that voice was so warm and so uh, uh, heartfelt, no, that he felt that he had so much of love, Swami Prabhanandji, and he already was waiting for him. So he says, I've knelt down and touched his feet. Then he says, are you Swami Prabhanandji? Mukund asked him, are you Swami Prabhanandji? So he says, yes. And he says, are you Bhagavati's son? So before even giving the letter, already the Swami Prabhanandji already knew about him, and he recognizes that he is Bhagavati's son, who is my, he is my brother disciple. So he says that, Mukund says, did not feel that there is any more need of giving that letter, handing over that letter about my introduction to him, because from his voice, it was like as if he knows everything. And he was very astonished, very, very astonished. So the journey which was happening is that slowly the petals were unfolding. He could understand that how spirituality works. His He was brought to the path of spirituality by my mother's letter, and with that talisman amulet which he got. And then he understand that okay, in spirituality this also happens, that the person who is like sage, like a Swami Prabhanandji, he could already understand without even those time, no telephone, nothing was there, he already knew about him. So this was very superfluous to him. And then he says that the next letter which was there, he did not give that letter also, but he knew the purpose. Swami Prabhanandji already knew the purpose, why Mukund has come to me, and why his father has sent to him. He says that I will locate Kedarnath Babu to you. This is another astonishment to him, that oh, he knows the purpose also why I have come and met him. So he was very, very, the saint again surprised me by his clairvoyance. So he says that he was a uh, clairvoyance, and he started feeling that okay, this is also one of the things that in spirituality a person can reach to. So after some time, what happens is they are sitting, and he says that I found his remark very obscure when he said, Heavenly Father, for whom I have consciently finished my earthly duties in life, is the recommendation that you have come here. It is because once it's a recommendation of your father from whom I am working. See, so Prabhanandji says, I'm receiving two pensions now. I'm not working anymore, but I'm receiving two pensions. And he says, one railway office is giving me where I was working with your father in the railways. And because of your father, I'm getting one pension from the railways, and one pension I'm getting from the divine. So one pension from the railways, he understood Mukund. Another from divine, he could not understand how in the divine is giving him the pension. And this was very new thing for him. So he says that while he says that I mean the pension of fathomless peace, a reward for many years of deep meditation. Because of the deep meditation, I have been doing it for years now. I am receiving the peace in the form of peace. A reward like a pension. I am receiving it. That is what he tells him. And he says that you will understand all the significance of the second pension later on. He tells Swami Prabhanandji tells Mukund that later on you will understand all this. So then, while he was talking, all of a sudden he becomes quiet, and he's sitting, very idle. Swami Prabhanandji, he stopped talking. He was completely silent and sitting with a gaze look upwards. And he says that his wooden sandals were lying down under the platform seat where he was sitting, and Mukund saw those wooden sandals lying there. That is again a divine thing, that he was made to see that wooden sandals by the divine. says that, little sir, don't get worried. The man you wish to see will be here with you in an hour. He opens his eyes after some time. Swami Prabhananji, who was completely idle for some time without talking, and he was in great silence. After some time, when he opens his mouth, he says that, don't worry, the man you want to see, Kedarnathji, he will be here in half an hour. So, as if, he had a question, Mukund, that, okay, now he's gone to silent and he has not even told me where Kedarnathji stays. Now, what to do, what to do? All of a sudden, he opens his mouth. Swami Prabhupada says that man you are seeking will be here in half an hour. Now, he could not. He says, this man can read my mind also. No, Mukund is feeling now this is another thing that he's reading my mind and he's reading it too quickly. So Swamiji aroused and he says, I think Kedarnath Babu is nearing the door. He could feel that Kedarnath Babu has come to his house and he is nearing the door. So when Mukund goes and he says that, I heard somebody coming up the stairs, and he was amazed. He was amazed to see that Kedarnath Babu has reached to his home where he was supposed to go and meet him. Kedarnath Babu has already come here. So so he says, how is it possible? Father's friend has been summoned to this place without help of a messenger. There's no way that he's got the message also. How Kedarnath Babu has come and nobody has given. I have not gone. This letter is with me. Father has given. How is it that this Kedarnath Babu has reached here? So Kedarnath Babu, he starts telling that, I have come here because Swami Prabhananji came to call me and I was near the river and he came there and he told me that what are you doing and can you come to my home? And he asked me how much time you will take. So I told half an hour. And then he said, okay, you come, you reach there. Meanwhile, I have some work, and he vanished. So when and that is how I have come here. So he says that, Mukund is very surprised that this man was here only. Swamiji was just sitting in front of me. How did he go there to the river and how he called Kedarnath Babuji here? So he could not relate it and he said that, Bhagwati's son is waiting for you. That is what he told me, that you have been waiting here and that is how I have come here. So after some time, he said, I could not resonate, but he said that exactly this is the wooden slippers he was wearing. He also sees that and he says, Kedarnath Babu says that this is the slippers he was wearing when he came to the river and he came to call me. So Mukund says, I have been seeing the slippers, it's lying here and he is also here. Afterwards, he comes to know that Swami Prabhanand has the ability, he has received the siddhi through his meditation that he can have two bodies. He can materialize two bodies at one time, and one he was here alone, and one he went to call Kedarnath Babu wearing the sandals. So this is how, and he said that he was clad only in this linen cloth which is wearing now. And later, Swami, later this he comes to know more about Prabhananji, that Swami Prabhananji, that how his siddhis are much more than even he had thought about. Then he says that, I did not feel like making him my guru, Swami Prabhananji, though he was so spiritual and so many powers I could see, but there was something that was calling me that there is my guru already decided. So each one of us guru are already decided. We feel attracted to many others, that we feel awestruck that, okay, they have powers, but we are destined to go and meet our guru. Same way he says that my divine search was through a particular group called Swami Shri Yukteswarji, and therefore I did not felt to make Prabhananji my teacher. I glanced at him doubtfully and then wondering if if it were he or the counterpart before me. He was wondering that, okay, he is the one or he is another body which is materialized. Is this the true body or it is the another materialized body? So this is how he says, Lahari Masha, and this Swami Prabhananji, who was able to read his mind, he says that Lahari Masha was a great yogi. He starts telling, because Prabhananji could see that Mukund was already, he's a divine who has come, who has taken, he's a ascended master who has come to do a particular task on this earth. So Swami Prabhananji also could see that. So he started encouraging him more about telling him about Lahari Mashaji and how Lahari Mashaji is a great guru. And he says that how priceless the guru's help is. So he was trying to channelize him that you should also have a guru. So he started telling about Lahari Mashaji, and he encourages that you should have guru in your life, which is very, very important. And he says that how Lahari Masha has changed his life, how Lahari Masha has extended his help in a Abhinay Jaisa, and you may grow now go and meditate. And he said that I have interceded for you with Brahma. I have already interceded. I've spoken to Brahma, interceded to Brahma, and Lahari Masha is also going to help you to meet your Guru. So this is how that urge to find his Guru came in the heart of young Mukunda, young Paramahansa Yogananji. And after some time, he says that some months later, I returned to Lahari Mashaji and tried to thank him for his bestowal, for that infinite gift. And this divine Guru, he said, I cannot longer work in the office. And that's so, even Swami Prabhananji says that I called Lahari Mashaji, and he felt, okay, he's telling about himself, Swami Prabhananji, that when he was in railway jobs and he was meditating, so he used to meditate for hours and hours, 12 hours, 14 hours, whole night. In the daytime also and he felt that he cannot serve railways anymore, and he felt that he need pension. And Larry Masha had told him, you go and apply for pension. He said, how I will get pension? It's too early. I have not aged. I have not served so much in the railways. He said, no, you go and do it. When he goes, and there is a mistake event which happens, and he starts his pension was sanctioned, and railway started giving him pension and relieved him from his job. So that was a mystical event. His experience, Swami Prabhananji's experience, which he narrates to Mukund, just to encourage him on this spiritual path, masters. So this is how it happened, and he says that I handed over the letter to Kedarnath Babu, which my father had given, and that was something father had told that he can join the railways, which Kedarnath Babu did not want to. So I'll just stop here and thank you all of you. Sorry, 10 minutes more, but thought, okay, in the sequence, if I can just do it. Thank you so much for hearing me and for all the opportunity. Thank you. Thank you, masters. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, madam. Yeah. Thank you for beautifully presenting the life story of Paramahansa Yogananda in a graceful words, and for sharing his timeless wisdom, the true power of meditation, and many other profound spiritual truths. So, any other masters you want to share your experience? You can raise your hand.
Thank you so much, Anupama. Thank you so much for the session. Again, you took us back that time.
Thank you so much for listening.
So well. Thank you so much, Anupama. Thank you so much. And I'm waiting for tomorrow's session.
Yeah. Thank you. So slowly the petals get unfolded in our lives, right? You can feel that how things happen. I related to so many things from this book, in our own life. Thank you, masters. Anybody else want to share their experience, similar experience, how you feel, in listening to this? Thank you, Shada ma'am. Thank you, Deepti ma'am. Shraddha ji. Thank you. Okay. So we'll go ahead and understand more things from Yoganandaji's life. What made Mukund to Paramahansa Yogananda? What made him, how his life journey grew from a young Mukunda, from a baby Mukunda, where, he grew up, and how he became yogi, how he became Paramahansa Yogananda. It's a beautiful journey, masters, and a journey of all of you. So we'll conclude here today's session with Brahm Rishi Pitamaji's remembering him once again, and the divine, how he became, again, how Pitama Patriji, how he became Brahm Rishi Pitama Patriji is also a journey. He was an engineer and how he came to this path. And today we are so many enlightened. So same way, masters, we never know what unfolds in our life. Look forward for it. Keep watching in your life. So we'll just close this session by prayer. Om Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kashyat Dukha Bhave. May there be peace in every heart, the joy in the love, the divine love open up everybody's heart. And may everybody be in oneness with the divine, oneness with the entire universe. With this prayer, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you to Divine Gurus, Mahavatar Babaji, and the Param Guru Mandli. Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you, madam. Let's thank Universe and Mahavatar Foundation for giving us this platform to learn wisdom from many masters. Let's thank all the masters who have attended the session. Thank you all. Please don't miss the session tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day for this class and the first session. See you all tomorrow.
Yeah.